exceed than was projected. Far exceed. In closing, let me leave you with this thought. I want to go back to English for 1666. I actually studied him in college. He's a little dry, but he has some good sentences. Trade by blood should circulate and flow freely. Efficient trade indeed is a critical element. In my view, the most important element, because it's on the road to global prosperity and global growth. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring Amy back up and we're going to field a couple questions.
Thank you so much, Wayne. That was a very interesting presentation, and I think all of us agree that this is really a key for all of us that are trying to move merchandise across borders. You mentioned the trucking agreement that was finally struck, and you've had this for over a decade now. What is your opinion on the initial details that have been given, and do you think we're really going to be able to move forward, or is there a chance that Congress might try to lock it in?
It's a very good question. I personally think that the Congress might attempt to block it, but I think there's so much momentum going on behind the scenes. I think the price of oil is really going to rise, that we have to open that border because it's not fair to the consumer, it's not fair to business. So there might be a couple hurdles, but I think we're going to get through them.
And I think, do you suggest too that business continues to pressure, I suppose, to make sure, because it's not one yet, right?
Our CEO, Scott Davis, sits on the Export Council. In fact, he was in D.C. last week meeting with the President. And we're a big voice about that. It should be very clear, no border. As I stated, we should have a number of jobs on both sides that Rio Grande.
Very good. You mentioned that this is a question from the audience, I don't have a name, but you mentioned the logistics costs next door are 2 to 3 times higher than other countries. Some of that is due to poor infrastructure and some to lack of automation. To what extent, if any, do you think limited competition in the sector internally between regulation and security concerns as well may contribute?
Well, I think one of the things automation does is help security. It's transparent. You can set parameters on this automation. For example, I spent some time in France. They're very concerned with certain soap products and perfume products coming into their country. So they screen anything that has that description. And whatever concerns the security department here has with imports and exports leaving Mexico, it's a way to screen it much more effectively. And if you have this automation, it completely eliminates human error and gives you transparency.
Okay, great. Another topic that I think is interesting is a little bit, sometimes people don't make the connection between trying to implement more e-commerce and the importance of having artificial logistics system. And we were speaking with John Farrell from Google last night, who's going to be speaking shortly, about Mexico's quite behind in terms of designating a large e-commerce market, or considerably behind Brazil at this point. What is US's view on that, or have you looked at that, or is there some advice you can provide?
We have looked at it. It is Mexico from an e-commerce perspective on consumer goods is the lowest in the region. And I think a couple of things contribute to it. It is the minimums that I talked about, the value of the order, and countries are all over with that before they assess duty and tax on it. The other thing is the lack of automation that really slows and I think, quite frankly, aggravates the consumer. But we're working hard with, like I said, with the authorities here in Mexico. We want to get them up to the way they'll take England and South America, Central America, and show them automated countries, show them what they can do with automation from a security and transportation process, and also from an efficiency process.
Great. Well, I think, unless you have something else you want to add, but we have a logistics committee here at Amcham. We work together and also across borders to try to promote some some of these advances, and you can have management to support to the efforts and streamlining things and customs, because it's something that's obviously of importance to all of us.
Excellent.
We're going to shut down.
Okay, thank you. Certainly appreciate it.
Yes.
We're going to take a little break and